Okay, so I'm here today talking to Ag Cain about his exhibition that's being held at the Gas Gallery in Aberystwyth until the 29th of July. Hello Ag, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, so I've really enjoyed looking at the work that you have here, and I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind you creating these posters.
Right, well, I have a graphic art background from the days before computers, when everything was done by hand. I worked in the film business for many years as a graphic artist, and lettering and illustration was part and parcel of the work. So that's my basic background. Since I came to Aberystwyth in 1987, I've done quite a bit of work at the Art Centre doing hoardings for them, again by hand, 8 foot by 3 foot hoardings to advertise the events at the Art Centre. So that's really where this current generation of posters has come from, is lettering and artwork with a little story in it, hopefully.
Okay. So, yes, the style of the work that you've created here is sort of very evocative of the sort of marketing that they used post-war. Can you tell me a little bit about the relationship that you had when you first saw these sort of images when you were younger?
Well, I've got lots and lots of books at home on railway posters, particularly between the wars, London North Eastern region, particularly some beautiful posters, lovely, the same feeling, colour, optimism, cheerful people, giving a message, wonderful artwork, and very, very related to the artists. And the enamel artists before that, particularly about Victorian times, which I used to use a lot for reference in my film work. And I just love that again, the flat, bright colours, the optimism, the graphics, I just love them. So that's my background there.
So when we were talking earlier, you mentioned as a young lad reading comics. What sort of comics did you like to read?
Well, as a boy, I mean, like most boys my age, if you've got good taste, you had the Eagle.
Okay.
And that's a grown-up comic for boys. And there was an artist in there called Frank Bellamy, who used to illustrate comic strips, often biographies, people like Winston Churchill, King David, I remember, illustrated history, and they were in the same style, flat colours, black with colours, very strong images, very well done, very graphic, and always now sticks in my mind. Wonderful stuff.
So thinking about the very direct message that you have with the humour and the sort of the black sharp edges to it, I was wondering, what do you think of the artist Banksy and what he sort of achieves with his work? I
think it's great, and I have two views. One, he can come and paint my wall and make some money, or two, no, because it's like I can paint it up. I like that kind of guerrilla art. I think it's unlike a lot of graffiti artists who make a mess. His stuff is interesting. It's has a message, it has humour, it has all kinds of connotations to it. Yes, I don't know about the people who the walls painted, but I think his stuff is great. Yeah.
Because it's humorous, like yours is humorous as well, isn't it?
And well executed.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he has a team of helpers to get some of the stuff done in the time. And he's marketed himself very well as well, of course. But yes, I do like his stuff. It's good stuff.
And then the other thing I wanted to ask you about was the sort of connotation with pop art and Annie Warhol and the Brillo pads and the Campbell soups. I mean, could you remember seeing those things for the first time and what your reaction was to them?
Yes, I do remember. Same thing again, bright colours, flat images, making people think about everyday objects. Sometimes I think it was a bit of humour, quite frankly, others may not agree, but yes, and it was interesting, yes, certainly, certainly a movement of its time. Yeah.
I mean, is Andy Warhol an artist that you admired in his time, or were there other people that you preferred their work?
Yes, I like Andy Warhol's work. I think he's, again, pop art, flat images, that kind of, he's a man of his times. Yes, I do like his stuff. Other artists I like people, possibly not fashionable set. I like Jack Petriano. I think his stuff is great. I like Beryl Cook. lovely stuff. I think there's humour. Great, again, not art establishment. Yes, I like lots of people really. Falcon Hildred, who's a man who lives in North Wales, who does the most stunning work, I just died to see, to work with him. Artwork of buildings and of Wales, buildings that have been pulled down and derelict. Absolutely stunning, his work, and I'm going to go and see him one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit then how you got to have the exhibition here at the Gas Gallery, how it came about?
Well, of course, I knew, being the local man, I knew of the development of the Gas Gallery, and I knew Alison Lockhead, who is one of the creators, one of the 5 creators. I knew her enough to phone up. I had been thinking that for some time that possibly it would be good if I could have a one-man exhibition, because of my stuff does sit well together on its own as opposed to being mixed in with kind of different genres. So eventually I thought I'd approach the Gas Gallery and they can always say no. And to my delight they said yes, they'd like to have an exhibition with posters.
So how much notice were you given to prepare?
I think if I remember right, it was probably in about May. It got the confirmation in the
Was that May this year?
May of this year, yeah.
Oh right, so not that long then.
No, of course some of the work was done, but I had to produce a few more, which were in the pipeline anyway. Just had to get up a bit early.
Okay. So can you tell me what you think about the Gas Gallery itself and what it might be able to do for artists with?
I think it's a wonderful opportunity. I think it's a wonderful building. It's got a big double front on it. I think it's something Aberystwyth needs. Like all these galleries, it takes time to get established, and I just wish we could have longer here than we've got. I think it's an excellent opportunity of all artists of all sorts and all genres and all styles to exhibit the work, and I think it should be encouraged.